Today I want to talk to you guys about this topic which our pastor wants us to learn, wants us to apply for the whole year. So today's topic is the year of the shepherd. Everyone said the year of the shepherd. The year of the shepherd. Now, when you think about the word shepherd, right? The Bible actually tells us three different words that describes the shepherd. The good shepherd, the great shepherd, and the chief shepherd, right? And I don't want to talk to you guys about those shepherds. I just want to talk to you guys about the great shepherd, which is what we found in Psalm 23, right? In Psalm 23, verse 1 to 3, this is what it says. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right path for His name's sake. Now, before I continue with the other passages, I just want to explain to you guys, the challenge that youth and young adults have been facing the last few years, and especially in this year as well for all of us, is the concept of identity. Now, I don't know if you guys watched this few weeks. There was something viral that went on. His name was Simon Sinek. Have you guys seen that? He was talking about the millennials, and it was a 15-minute video, so I didn't want to show you. I want to show you something different. But it shows us that the world is telling us what kind of people we are. Society is giving us a label. And most of us who was born between 1983 or 84 till about late 2000, we are considered as the millennials. Right? We are not necessarily guided and led by the shepherd, but somehow society is telling us this is who we are. This is what we need to do. This is what we have. This is what we love. This is why we do the things that we do. Have you guys noticed that? Right? Sometimes it's easy to say, oh, they're young people. They're young because that's why they don't care about their parents. Or that's why they're disrespectful to the parents because they're young. Have you heard that phrase before? Right? And the thing is, it's because society is giving us a label. Instead of us following the great shepherd, where he leads us, where he guides us, where he makes us go down to the green pastures. Instead, we sometimes are led by what's happening in this world right now, by how society defines us. Right? So this guy, Simon Sinek, he had an interview, and he told the interviewer about how millennials are formed and why they do the things that they do. And it's not their fault because they were handed a bad hand, because the corporate world is infusing us with instant gratification, with all these things that we don't actually need, but yet somehow we are drawn towards it. And that has become our lifestyle. The Bible tells us that we can be in the world, but not of it. Right? So most of us are in this world right now, but it doesn't mean that we need to be of it. There is a path that we have that is different. There is a path that you have that is different. You can work on your technology, you can use your phones, you can use internet, right? But do we allow these things to be part of who we are, or are we just using it to do something else? Right? So I was thinking about this, and I thought of this quote, right? I thought of it, okay? It says this, okay? Allowing the world to shape who we are does not lead us towards our identity, purpose. Instead, we need to allow who we are in God and our identity in Christ to shape the world. Can I get an amen? Amen. Right? We gotta let who we are in Christ and who we are in God to shape the world that we're living. Yet sometimes we can allow society to shape our identity. That this is who we are. I can't help it, but this is who we are. I can't help talk like this because this is how I talk. The first time I heard someone said lol, I was like shocked. I was like, we actually say that in a word, in a sentence? And then I heard someone saying YOLO. I was like, we actually say that in a sentence? I didn't know that was part of the dictionary until I looked it up, and apparently it's part of the dictionary now. YOLO, right? And there's all this other lol and all this stuff. It's part of the dictionary. So we've already changed and grown from having long sentences to lol, right? to shortening all the words together to put an acronym. The thing is, when we are led by the society, and if we are always and continually led by what is happening in the world, we're always going to be striving. We're always going to be fighting, and we're always going to be surviving, because the world is so fast. Like Siska said, it's already January, the time is fast, but the world is even faster. The instant gratification, you guys understand this concept, right? Is that we want something now, right? We want something now. When we heat up food, we don't just cook pasta, but we can cook 3-minute pastas, right? We don't want to go to the shops, but what do? We order online, so we buy it right now, right? It's not like we're trying to research something, but we just Google it and find out whatever the first 5 things that's on the first Google page, and we read it, oh, that's what it is, right? We are in a society where, okay, things are fast, you can get it fast, and we like it, we want it. Why? Because we are learning something, because we are getting it, right? It's like a kid who wants lolly. They're not going to say, Daddy, I want lolly, but I'll have it next week. They're not going to say that. Do you know what they say? I want it now. I want it now. That's what children do. That's what Maddie does. Can I have lolly? I'm like, okay, later. No, I want it now. I'm like, no, you can't have it now. You just woke up from bed, right? You need to have breakfast, you need to drink water, you need to wake up a bit, you gotta do all this stuff, and then you can have a bit of lolly. No, I want it now, Papa. I want it now. That's how a child mind works, right? And it's nice because that's how we live. That's how we work. They call it. Simon Sinek was saying about how we have this thing called dopamine, and like the devices that we have, it triggers an emotional. It triggers a chemical called dopamine, which is used in things like being addicted to gambling or alcohol and all this stuff. And it was very interesting when you watch that clip. I'm like, wow, this is how we are. Like the corporate world is giving us things that we can just take instantaneously. It's as if we don't need to research or wait. Right? It's as if when we get to the bus stop, like usually we just wait. But if we have our phone, guess what we do? We take out our phone and start looking at it, right? It's just the society that we're in. The world gives us these devices, the world gives us this technology, and it can change the way we are led and be guided in our lifestyle. And the thing is, are we against it? No, we can't. We shouldn't be against it because it's there. We need to use our devices, right? But are we led in our lifestyle, in our life, towards that path, or is it towards something else? Are we using the technology to change the world, or are we allowing the technology to change us? Right? And I love the passage in Psalm 23 because it reminds us that life guided by the shepherd is a life which brings us to an identity and calling that is specific to us individually. The world's not saying, you are millennial, you're going to do this, you're going to earn this much, you're going to learn this stuff. No, but what God does for us individually is very specific. So Kevin's calling in life is completely different to Jocelyn's calling. Jocelyn's calling. It's very specific and individualistic, right? It's not as if the world says, okay, you are millennials, so you are going to earn this much, you are going to struggle with this, you're going to have this problem, you're going to have this situation in your future. But yet you have a specific calling in your life that you need to live out, that you need to live by, and that you need to accomplish, right? This is what happens. This is why we need the great shepherd. And even though we live in this world, sometimes the world can steer us away. Isn't that right? The world can steer us away from everything that honors God. But He will continue to lead us and guide us. That's why this week, I was so encouraged by one of the posts of one of our leaders who are not here anymore. He's in Japan. Right? He made this post, and the thing is, I'm sure most of you guys who are on the friend of him, you saw this, and this is someone who we released to go to Japan to fulfill his calling. And the thing is, when he posted this up, I actually found out about this a few months ago. And so, see, I didn't blurt out what he was doing, right? I didn't gossip or anything, right? Like none of you knew. But when I found out, I was so happy. Like, it wasn't like, oh, that's nice. But for me, I was like so happy. Right? This is what he says. Right? This is what he says. Right? He said, I can't read that. In 2016, I went through a lot of trials and a lot of rejections trying to find a job in Japan. Due to my limited Japanese, it was evident that getting a job here wasn't all that simple. But God is always faithful. He's always there to give me strength and hope through times of struggle. In the end, His overwhelming grace completely turned everything around. Here I am in 2017. Because of Him, I'm incredibly humbled and blessed to be at Google Japan, right? When I saw this, it wasn't just him getting a good job, it wasn't just him getting his dream job, but it was the journey that led him to this point of time. Right? Vinny, as you know, when he was here, he always hung on to what was right in God's eyes. He was worship leading, he was serving, and the thing is, he never complained about ministry. He always complained about work and family, but he never complained about ministry. Right? He always, whenever it was never a complaint. It was more of like, Chris, how about this? Or Chris, this happened. It's more of a concern, but he never complained about ministry. Right? And during the time that he was here, he felt the need to go to Japan because it was one of the camps that we went to, right? And he shared the story. It was one of the camps that he went to, and when we were praying, when we asked, I don't know what was happening, we were seeking God and asking God's plans for our life or something. And he saw himself leading worship and everyone singing in Japanese language, right? And then that was like a long time ago. And between that time and now, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened, whether it's work, family. He had limitation. He wasn't perfect, right? He stressed. Things stressed him out, right? Everything may go around. But the thing was, he held on to that the whole time. He held on to that the whole time because he knew that one day that God wants him to be at Japan, to be in a country that was foreign to him, to be in a place where he didn't understand, but he loved, right? And during that time, I actually questioned him. I said to him so many times that, are you sure this is what God wants? Are you sure you're not just doing this to get away from your work or to get away from your family or just get away from the city? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I asked him. And he said, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to. And so, the time when we spoke the last time before he left, we hung out, we talked a little bit more. And I just said, if God really taking you to this place, I'm sure things will just happen over there.